Good morning, winners. We've been talking about changing a belief system that we have that's just kept us on the path that we've been on. Kind of prevents us from really accomplishing everything that we want to accomplish. There's nothing wrong with the old way of thinking. All we're trying to do is just expand what we're capable of. The first thing we have to understand is that if we don't believe we're capable of more, our brain is never going to find the solutions for how to achieve more. What we're trying to do right now is just get this belief from our subconscious into our conscious mind. And we're going to deal with it there. In a few more days, we'll move on and we're going to replace it with something that's going to help us really get to the destination that we're looking for, this new destination we're working so hard to get to. So we've talked about bringing this belief out, and we've sort of declared it. We've said it out loud maybe. Maybe we've just acknowledged in our head, whatever you're comfortable with. The next step in that is I want to add a couple of different experiences for your brain. I want to be able to have your brain experience this in a couple of different manners and make different connections. So what I want you to do today is go ahead and do the normal declaration of what you would normally say, whether you do it in your head or whether you do it silently. I prefer you do it out loud because then you can actually hear it. But anyway, do the declaration of this old belief, right? I'm not organized, or I'm too busy, or I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, whatever yours is. Today, I just want you to write it down on a small piece of paper and just keep it with you. So whenever you dig in your pocket or when you grab something out of your purse, go ahead and just take a peek at whatever this belief is that you have that's not large enough for you to reach the new destination that you're looking for. So the two little action items today. So number one, declare this belief again, right? I'm not important. I'm not good enough. I'm too disorganized. I'm too busy. Next, write it down, reference it a couple times throughout the day. We're probably going to do this for 1 or 2 more days, and then we'll switch it up a little bit. You guys have an amazing Sunday. Don't forget to print out your worksheets for next week. That way those are ready to go, and you can start doing your review on the last worksheet so that you really have this inventory of what you did well and what you can work on for next week.